Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to have a lot of fun with this episode, so y'all definitely don't want to miss it. But before we get into the video, make sure you go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, you know what? I have to say I've noticed something ever since we started talking about LeBron James more frequently. We didn't talk about him as much last year, and it seemed like no one cared. Right? No one cared. But all of a sudden, for some reason, people seem to care. It seems as if we've touched some type of nerve. Now, initially, we thought it was this person saying this here, the comment here and there. But now I realize what it is. What I realize is this. I think LeBron has dominated the media so much that people get jarred when they go around the internet and they see someone, some outlet that's not saying something positive about him. I think what people expect is that wherever you go on the internet, you're going to find people saying positive things. And the moment they get that, it's like an overload. It's like a malfunction. Speaking about truth telling, I was recently listening to an interview that Lamar Odom gave on TMZ. I believe it is on TMZ Sports, a short clip where he was talking about some of the challenges that the Lakers were having. And some of you guys who know or may not know, Lamar Odom was a former Laker with that team. He's a two-time NBA champion. Maybe for some of the younger viewers, he played with Kobe Bryant when they went back-to-back, when they won the championship with the Orlando Magic, and ultimately beat the big three, Boston Celtics with Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and of course they have Rajon Rondo on that team. They went back-to-back and they went to 3 straight NBA Finals, where they lost to the Boston Celtics in 2008. Lamar Odom was a part of that team, and he was with the Kobe Bryant's Lakers for quite some time. That's for the younger audience of people who may be unaware of that. Essentially, Lamar Odom was talking about some of the struggles that the Lakers were having, and he was speaking from the standpoint as a former Laker. So what we want to do is we want to play some of his comments that he had to make, where, basically some of his general thoughts about the Lakers. And then he made a comment towards the end about LeBron and Kobe Bryant that we want to really unpack here. So take a listen to some of the comments that Lamar Odom had to make about the Lakers. Take a listen to that there.
What's happening to the Lakers?
I don't know. It's kind of I don't know. I was really concerned when the Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis got into it on the bench that one time. That kind of showed me that they maybe they're having trouble in the locker room. Maybe they're not all coming together mentally and physically. I think they're good enough to win a championship. They're still my pick to win a championship. I don't know if that's Laker pride or me just being a Laker at heart, but they're still my pick. Anytime you have LeBron James on the court and Anthony Davis, a healthy Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, and Carmelo Anthony as your sixth man, I think they give you a really good shot.
With this team as it is right now, with Russ and all these pieces that they have, you think they're still going to win the championship?
Facts. And I hate to see, like, a lot of people are like blaming Russell Westbrook for the Lakers, like for them not playing well. I think I don't want to say it, that's like effed up a little bit. I don't think he deserves that. He's a hell of a player. And we'll get it together. He'll start making shots, not turning the ball over as much. And it's defensively. We got to be a lot better defensively. A lot of the teams I played for that won championships, we had a tremendous leader in being Bryant. A lot of his will, tenacity, it kind of rubbed off on us. And I would like to see LeBron James's will and tenacity and his will to win rub off on these Laker guys. I think once that happens, once they coincide, they'll be all right.
He is basically asking LeBron to be the emotional leader of this team and really instill some type of mental toughness in them to say, listen, we're going to dig ourselves out of this hole. For some of you guys that may be unaware, the Lakers are currently in the 9th spot in the Western Conference, right? The 9th spot in the Western Conference. If the playoffs started today, they would be in the play-in tournament. Just ponder on that for a moment. If the playoffs started today, this Laker team would be in the play-in tournament. It just goes to show you how everything is going to ride. However, I think Lamar Odom is asking for something that will never, ever, ever, if you're looking for some type of mental, tough, emotional leader, bro, you got the wrong person. The person you should be looking for is Michael Jordan. Unfortunately for you, he ain't playing no more. That's the person you're in search of. Unfortunately, MJ cannot jump in a time machine and come back and all of a sudden get traded to the Los Angeles Lakers to save them. He's the guy you're talking about. You're talking about a Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, who was mentally tough, a Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, a Tim Duncan, one of these type of guys, or even a Kobe Bryant, the late and great Kobe Bryant. Really, you're looking for Jordan, and unfortunately, you're not going to get it. You know why you're not going? You know why you're not going to get Michael Jordan? Because Michael Jordan wouldn't even find himself in a situation like this. If we're going to be 100% honest, Jordan would not find himself in such a mess. The last time Jordan played on a meaningful team, where he had some meaningful players, he was winning championships. The last time Jordan played with a top 75 player, he was winning championships with Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen. That's what Michael Jordan is doing. You're asking LeBron to turn into Michael Jordan. You're asking him to be something that he will never be. I can't think of a scenario in which Jordan was on a team that was underperforming when he was in his prime, not a 40-year-old Jordan like some of these dweebs out there like to do, the twerkers like to do, where he was underperforming. But if you look at the situation with the Lakers, on the other hand, all we're seeing right now is a bunch of narrative switches. That's all that's happening right now. It went from being the possible best team in the NBA to, narrative switches and blame deflecting and finger pointing. And this has been kind of the story with LeBron throughout his career. Some people don't like it when I say, I'm telling you the truth. If you don't like it, don't watch. If you don't like it, don't watch. I'm telling you the truth. Handle the facts. I'm not sitting up here making this stuff up. People act like as if I'm making this up. And nobody wants us to say the truth because for some reason, when you say the truth, you a hater. Means you're not emotionally fit to even be watching these videos if you can't handle the truth. Why are you watching? It's too much truth for you. Don't watch. Change the channel. Go twerk it up somewhere else. The fact of the matter is, it's turned into a blame-a-thon. But this is nothing new. This has been the story since the beginning of time. First it was Kyrie, or one of the culprits, or one of the people was Kyrie. Then it was Kevin Love. Kevin Love, look at the success he's having with the Cleveland Cavaliers right now. You listen to what they were saying about Kevin Love a few years ago, you would have thought he was a bum. Look at Kevin Love. He was a 25-10 guy before he got to Cleveland. Look at Dwayne Wade. They blame Dwayne Wade's knees. It's always somebody else. Now it's Westbrook and the coach. It's always somebody else. It can never be the person that put the entire thing together. And I think what Lamar Odom is saying, channel your inner Kobe, channel your inner Jordan. Those things don't exist. You're asking for a miracle and it's not going to happen. What mental tough moment can you point to and say, you know what, that was Jordan? I can probably pick one or two when he came back 3-1 from the Golden State Warriors, who completely just capitulated. One of the all-time meltdowns in NBA history. That was one. Name me another one. Name me another one. You're asking for this guy to turn into Michael Jordan. This is another reason why you guys cannot compare. And we're talking about intangibles. These are things you cannot measure on a stat sheet. You're talking about intangibles, mentality, doggedness, tenacity. How can you measure that on a stat sheet? You can't. These are things that were unique to those people. And that's what Lamar Odom is hoping and wishing. It ain't going to happen because it never did happen. And it won't happen. We truly believe in everything that we're saying. I 100% believe in what I'm saying. 100%. Not going to sugarcoat it. The situation was different. We'll talk about somebody else. Somebody, what are you talking about? Because he's the face of the NBA. Genius. What am I supposed to talk about? I'm supposed to talk about some player on some team that nobody really cares about just to appease you so I can stop saying what you don't like? No. We're going to say what we believe. We're going to keep it like that. And there are a lot of people that support our message. There are a lot of people that want something refreshing and not somebody up here twerking it up all day long and not really saying the truth. So these are our thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about the comments that Lamar Odom made? And what do you think about the comments that I made? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamers Pro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.